Liam, it's finished 3-2 to Spennymoor, and disappointment, but a good performance from the lads overall.
Yeah, great performance. Obviously it's going to get overshadowed by the crazy refereeing decision, but you know, as I said, I say year in, year out, don't I? You come to the North East, you know what you're going to get.
What actually happened there? I didn't actually see.
Tomo, the little winger from Spennymoor, tried to challenge Doug Tame. Doug Tame's 6'4", Tomo's was 5'7", and Tomo's challenged, but everyone knows Tomo's alright in the air, but he's got up, got under him, and he's gone down, he's fell down. Yeah. Bizarrely enough, the referee then gives a free kick against us, and then they take a quick free kick when he's nowhere near where the situation, and then they've gone through and scored. Yeah. And then you said, but listen, first half performance, we're 1-0 up, great, really well worked goal, then had the best opportunity in the game to go 2-0 up, that hasn't gone in when it should go in. They've got back in, it's an error, it's a real lazy error which actually results in them getting the equaliser. Sorry, not the equaliser, put them 2-1 on. You know, then we score another fabulous goal to equalise. And then, listen, we weren't great in the second half. Did okay. Dylan, Connor, get a lot of plaudits last week. Didn't affect the game anywhere near they should. Now when he come on was reasonably lively. Should have gone down for a pen when he's actually stepped him. But it was a 2-2 draw, and then you'd have come away and said it was a fair result on the balance of play, and then the referee has actually come up. Now you only have to see the amount of reaction from the fans at the end. He knows. I haven't been to see him. He'll probably come up with the usual nonsense about the free kick wasn't a free kick. Just they've got to make an excuse. But if he's going to have anything about him, he's got to have to look at it, and he's got to actually ring it up or do whatever they do and apologise, because you know it's 1 point. That's all it is. But it's a big 1 point coming away. Coming away, it's a big 1 point, and you know the lads didn't deserve that. But again, by the way, our fans who followed us were brilliant. Stayed behind us. You can see the reaction off them to the officials coming off. But lots of positives. Josh Amani looked really lively in the first half. Scored his first goal for the club. Good finish. So you know, and listen, the way I'm trying to get them to play, I want them to be open. I want them to gamble. I want them to be offensive. And you know, we haven't, the last couple of years, we haven't scored anywhere near as many goals. You know, you only have to look. We come away disappointed last week for not beating Gloucester. They beat York 4-0 today. So, listen, loads of tough games. 42 games, we've played 2. I said loads of ups and downs, but you know, on the flip side, I think Spennymoor will be there or thereabouts. If they keep the front 2 fit. Chandler is going to give him a little bit more, like, you know, experience of running the game. I actually thought they were a good side. You know, you look at today, I thought Spennymoor, no disrespect to Gloucester, Spennymoor poses more problems. But on the flip side, I think if you speak to their manager, he'll think we pose them problems, which is positive.
That was a big turning point, that moment in the first half. We could have gone 2-0 up, and who knows what would have happened from then. Well, it was a massive moment, wasn't it?
Massive, huge moment, and the decision at the end of the moment is moronic. I said, I don't know, I was a forward, I don't know what would ever go through my mind to do that. Can't even give you a reason what would go through your head. All I know is the execution and the idea is laughable, but you know, to be fair to him, he's come back and scored a great equaliser for us.
That first half, though, he must have been heartened overall, that first half performance. Some brilliant football been played, wasn't there?
Been heartened all the way through pre-season. By the way, I thought Charlie Munro was very, very good when he come on. He gave us a little bit of a different dimension. Russ looks as if it's a baddie, which would be disappointing, especially where we are in terms of numbers. But you know, as I said, it's just one of those. You just got to take it on the chin, move on to the next week. Again, be positive, try and go and get at teams. That's all we can try and do. Go and get at them, and you know, occasionally we will get, you know, the bit of rough of the green and don't get the rub of the green to go with for us, but I prefer to do that and go, and as you said, you can tell by the reaction of the fans, they like what they see. They want to see the young ones, they want to see the legs, they want to see the flair, and again, you know, it's a good test to come here to tell you where we are, because again, the age of Spennymoor now, where they are, Jason's obviously done a brilliant job here for years. Tommy took over from Jason because they were together. You know, I think they've got all the nucleus to be up thereabouts.
Yeah. Quick update on some of the players, Liam. We know George is going to be out for a while yet, isn't he, George Newell? Isaac, how's he doing?
Isaac will be back for the weekend.
Good. That's good news.
He's just had a hamstring. He could have involved him today, but it's a gamble. So I don't want to gamble. It's a game like this, you'd actually wanted to use him. But we've got Saturday, Monday, haven't we? So big ask.
It's actually helping us at the moment, just having one game a week instead of the usual Saturday, Tuesday, which usually starts the season.
Yeah, well, obviously I was pretty critical about the conference, the board and the organisation, but this is one thing they actually have done right. I said it doesn't necessarily mean that there'll be no games. It means that there will be the opportunity to put in games if people lose it through COVID. But it's also, you've got to think, all the players are basically in the whole league coming back from a long-term injury. When you come back from a long-term injury, you actually get pulls, and playing Saturday, Tuesday will obviously create more pulls. So there has been a bit of sense used, and as I said, 7 months was a long time for everyone to get back into competitive football. So onwards and upwards.
Kidderminster next week, another toughie, isn't it? They come thick and fast these and then filed on the Monday, so they're not coming easy.
You're saying, well, Spennymoor today, but out of our first 6 games, Spennymoor the only part-time team. All the other 5 are full-time. If you go Gloucester, you've got Kiddie, you've got Fylde, you've got Gateshead, and you've got York. So huge questions are going to be asked of us, the squad. But we'll see where we are when we get to the end of that run of games. If you're on a couple of points, we need to improve. If we're on 6, 7, we've competed. And I think we will be a type of team who will come stronger as the season goes on, because I said one thing we have got is abundance of legs.
Well, I think you saw from the reaction of the fans at the end, Liam, everyone was disappointed to not win, but I think everyone was happy with the performance, and we take that away with us.
Listen, one thing I got told a long time ago when I was a manager, I said, if you're performing and you haven't won, just keep performing because the results will turn. On the flip side, sometimes you can get in wins and you're not playing, that'll also go the other way. You keep on putting in poor performances. So, hopefully the lads will get back on the coach. Good week of training and going to the weekend all positive.
Thanks very much, Liam.
No problems. Thanks.